Hello everyone, welcome to another session. So here in this video, we will be talking about the geopolitical significance of Russian President Vladimir Putin's upcoming visit to India. See, it's almost more than 1,000 days since the war with Ukraine have started, and the global isolation effort led by West is also going on against Russia. And this visit mark a significant turning point in this context. So we will analyze what does it mean for India-US relation and the global power dynamics and also the US stance. So let's get into the details and let's try to understand the implications of this visit step by step. So I'll share the PPT. So here you go. I hope you can see the screen. Right. Okay. So guys, so we'll set the context and then we'll try to understand from there itself. See, it's very important to note that Putin have not visited India since the Ukraine conflict have began. So even during significant events like the G20 summit, he refrained from attending. And the reason, what is the reason we don't know. So we will look into that again. So if you see pressure from US and Western nations who disapproved of countries actually hosting Putin, during this war, and a lot of sanctions was there, and even those countries who were supporting Russia also was facing sanctions. So the thing is that Russia's confidence has grown, and now the Kremlin has officially announced Putin's visit to India. So this move defies Western isolation strategies and signals Russia's determination to strengthen ties with the key allies. Now, if you look at Ukraine war and Russia's retaliation aspect, okay. So see, the thing is that Ukraine war continues to reshape the global geopolitics. That is again going on. Last day also we have discussed that Ukraine have fired around six Western made missiles actually to Russia. And recently, if you see, Ukraine launched that six long range American missiles into Russian territory and put in response also we discussed over there. So these missiles were actually intercepted by Russia's S-400 defense system that is again showcasing its strength. And in response, Russia have initiated psychological warfare, including nuclear bomb alerts and plans for large-scale airstrikes across Ukraine. So this heightened tension underscores Russia's bold stance on the global stage, even as it faces criticisms. And Putin have made it very clear that any such Western weapon again comes or enter or fired at Russia, any part of Russia, it will be facing a retaliation with a nuclear weapon. Putin have made it very clear in the stand also. So let's look at the role of US and Donald Trump's possible, returns. What is going to happen after Jan 2025? See, this is a crucial factor which is influencing Russia's confidence. Could be the potential return of Donald Trump's to the US presidency. So, Ukrainian President Zelensky has openly acknowledged that without US financial aid, Ukraine may lose the war. So, Trump's past policies basically suggest a less interventionist approach that will, may reduce the military aid to Ukraine and focusing on domestic priorities. So, Trump's inward looking policy or America first policy may cut down such kind of expenditure, and he have made it very clear he want to make peace and he don't want to spend the taxpayers money for this kind of wars. And for Russia, this is a sign that victory is within its reach and motivating Putin to re-engage with countries like India. Now let's look at India Russia relations. See, this Putin's visit to India is not just symbolic, it's actually strategic. India and Russia share a long history of diplomatic and economic cooperation with a target to increase the bilateral trade by 200 billion by 2030, and this visit could reignite talks on a free trade agreement also. An FTA would remove tariffs and it will make it easier for India to export goods to Russia and vice versa. So it can boost the trade volumes significantly. Now, currently, the trade stands at 60 to 65 billion dollars, is actually dominated by crude oil imports from Russia. Right. Okay. Now, what are the challenges from USA, the oil competition we can look at? The thing is that this economic partnership faces a lot of challenges, and that's exactly what we need to see now. So, Trump's previous term, so the US emerged as a significant crude oil exporter to India. So, if he returns to power, the US might offer oil at a competitive rates, which may threaten Russia's dominance in India's energy market. But Trump is likely to impose additional sanctions on Russia. He could intensify, business competition, and it can potentially impact India-Russia trade relation also. Now, let's also look at the changing dynamics with China and Pakistan. There's a very interesting, right? So, China's stance towards India also seems to be softening. And we discussed the role Putin played during BRICS also in this regard. So, from tense moments during Rajnath Singh meeting with the Chinese defense minister to more, cooperative gestures, China appear wary of US tariffs under a potential Trump presidency. So, China's stand on India is also actually smoothening at this point of time with the intervention of Putin. So again, this shift could lead to a more stable Indo-China relationship, and Pakistan's behavior under the Republican administration often become unpredictable with increased military adventurism. So this is a factor India must watch closely. Now, this? Let's also look at this golden opportunity, the golden period. See, from India's perspective, this geopolitical shift offers immense opportunities, affordable oil price, and stronger ties with Russia, and a potentially friendlier China. Actually, could work in India's favor at this point of time. Additionally, the global perception of India as a neutral power allows it to engage with leaders like Putin without fearing Western black backlash. So this period could indeed be a golden era for India's global positioning. Right now, 1 minute, guys. The screen is not sharing now. Okay, so anyway, let's conclude. See, again, as we anticipate Putin's visit soon, it's very clear that this event is more than just a diplomatic meeting that I have told you. It is going to be more of strategic also. And it's a statement of Russia's resilience also, and India's strategic importance as well, and the shifting global power dynamics also. So here we have discussed so many things, the way how it is going to shift the power dynamics and how India is strategically very important for Russia, and how Russia is showing its resilience despite all these Western sanctions and isolation. See, whether it's a trade agreement or geopolitical alignment or energy partnership, the outcome of this visit could shape the future of international relation. So that's all what I want to discuss. And thank you so much for attending the session. And you can post your comments in the comment section. See you guys in the next video.